Say, man, it's your boy Hustle out here in the community doing one thing at a time, man. And we are in Fayetteville, North Carolina today, man. And I got one of the biggest stars that y'all should know about, man. Who do I have with me today, man?
Come on, it's your boy Justyn Timez, the cat named Big Bird, Young Poseidon. You feel me?
Yes, sir. You said the cat named Big Bird.
Oh God.
Okay. I'm, the first time I met you, man, you know what I'm saying, we was at, what is that, Patty's.
Yeah.
And you were showcasing your music and stuff like that, man. And your music it stands out, you know what I'm saying, within itself. Can you give my viewers and my listeners, you know what I'm saying, a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how your career came about?
So I'm from Brooklyn, New York, by way of Durham, North Carolina. So like I'm from Brooklyn, but you could say it's half and half. Like if you took a coffee, you shook it up, you know what I'm saying? I'm the little brown that come up when you mix the milk. Yeah, like so
Gotcha.
I got a lot of the East Coast flavor, but some Southern elements too. I would say battle rap shaped me, Fayetteville shaped me. Starting my career off 18, coming to Fayetteville State, just jumping into I didn't know anything about Fayetteville either, so
Right.
my mom just kind of dropped me off here and just left me.
Damn.
Yeah, just like figure it out.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I seen the car pull off. It was over. It was like figure it out. And so, yeah, Fayetteville was nice to me, man. Fayetteville State was dope. This is really why I like heard the most like pure hip hop in North Carolina, which got me interested in like the underground rap scene, perfecting my craft and getting better. Y'all got people like Cole and everybody out here, so it's upper echelon talent. You know what I'm saying? And it's some Thundercats in the city, some firemen. You know what I'm saying? Iceman, if you would say. I just shout out Chili Too Cold. Feel me? It's some firemen.
Yeah, my boy, you know what I'm saying? He always putting on for the city, man. Shout out to Chili Too Cold for doing this thing, man. It's a lot of people out here that you reaching, bro, that you don't know, you know what I'm saying? And you got one sitting here today. So I gotta ask this question too, man. The type of music that you make, like, where do you pull it from? You know what I'm saying? Is it just what you've been going through, or is it just life in general?
Like I like to be on the edge with it, so it's like it's a fine balance. So you want to mix your life experience, but you still want something relatable to like the common person, you know what I'm saying? So I try to write from my own experiences. I try to write from like stories of people who don't have the same talent or voice that I have, you know what I'm saying? I try to write from that perception and that perspective. I just try to keep people on their toes, so like everything. Basically what I'm saying is every time I get on a mic, I try to reinvent what you think rap music should sound like in 2026.
Right.
Okay, so.
And you know what I'm saying, in your own way, because people will look at the trends that are going on and they feel like they have to, do that. I mean, it's not just, you know what I'm saying, what you've been doing or how you've been doing it, but it's just how you setting yourself up for success, you know what I'm saying, and staying in your own lane, you know what I'm saying? So by the way of Brooklyn, New York, give us a little bit how, you know what I'm saying, that molded you a little bit with the music style up there. Because I know you said 18, man. Mama dropped you off and just filled out in Fayetteville.
So like a lot of people don't know, like I'm Bayesian American, alright? So my people, Barbados, like as far as back, my grandma, great grandma, all they all Bayesian. So and that's on both sides. My father, you know what I'm saying, my mother. My mother, she really didn't like hip hop. You feel what I'm saying? Like I could get into a story about my mom, but that's a long story. Like she grew up. She went to high school with Lauryn Hill. You know what I'm saying? All these people. So
right.
She grew up seeing hip hop being like in its like beginning stages coming up, and so when I was born and coming up, she did not like hip hop at all. She was like, that's that drug music. So, but I don't know. It's something about you go like walk into the corner store. Like my vivid imagery of walking to the corner store and seeing a cipher, just right on the street, just everybody spitting, and you like, wow.
Right.
And before, to me, you don't even know what you really don't know how they putting stuff together. I mean, the first like true taste of hip hop was like DMX at Stop. Drop. Yeah, because I would get with my pops and
right.
he would play he played hip hop, so he'd play that DMX, that Buster,
the real spitters that of the time, you know what I mean?
And then Ja Rule came out, and that's what changed it for me, okay? Because Ja Rule came out and he had a style that a sound that was easy on the ears for my mom, so she would accept a lot of his like cleaner music. She would accept a lot of that in the house. So
right.
So then I started learning. Okay, said, well, the first way to start, you gotta get mom on board. So I started learning how to cook some flavor like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me put a little melodic stuff in it. Get my mom, and so she'll listen and she be like, okay, that sounded nice. So then I was like, okay, then I was able to slide a little bit more hip hop into it. Then the Eminem. And she did not like M.
Well, I mean, shoot, Eminem is a, you know what I'm saying, acquired taste to anybody, you know what I'm saying?
Love M.
When he first came out and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, Keeping Out My Closet and, you know, what is that, Sorry Mom, you know, it was just, and the movie 8 Mile, you know what I'm saying, really didn't, you know what I'm saying, do no justice to, you know, what was going on, you know what I'm saying, in his life.
Yeah, I like not to sidebar with you, but people don't understand the importance of a biopic back in those days. Like,
right.
A biopic, that would take your story from here to there. Like, so for y'all kids, this is before, you know what I'm saying, Instagram and everywhere you could see somebody's life right now. So, 8 Mile or Get Rich or Die Trying, even though they was, exaggerated, bro, those did wonders for their career as far as you seeing the person outside of the artist, you know what I'm saying? So
are you on the lines of that? Do you have anything, you know what I'm saying, that's cooking up that people should, you know what I'm saying, be looking out for?
Glad you asked that. Yeah, I'm working on finishing up my album.
Okay.
Trying to release that at the end of July. You feel me? Available on all platforms. So we cooked it already. Album really finished. Shout out to my team for doing it. I'm waiting on a couple features. You know, shout out to and I don't want to spoil it. You feel me? But we got some heavy hitters on the album. And each song is gonna have what I'm working on is gonna have some type of animated visual that plays in sequence like a story, you know what I'm saying? So it's like so I called it a visual album. So if somebody doesn't want to listen to they prefer something visual to go along with their audio, they can go from the first song and go through the visuals, and it'll tell the same story with the music. I think that's a little easy on the ears too.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you give some people something to look at, and then, you know what I'm saying, you give them the music to go along with it too, it only takes them back to being like, okay, well, I can see where this young man is going to. You know, I know the last time we talked, it was a song that you wrote for a girl that you know what I'm saying, was going through a situation.
Yeah.
And that song was dope. I forgot what the name of it was, but everybody in, you know what I'm saying, Patty's was like, yo, they like the beat, they like the you know what I'm saying, the message that you was.
I think it was Toxic.
Yeah. I mean, we all got a little bit of that in us, you know what I'm saying? So run through the little bit of the music that you know what I'm saying, that you had back in the day that got you to where you at now, you know? Because, I mean, Toxic was just not one of them. Yeah. It was a couple of them that you had that were bangers, too.
Were you talking back in the day? You talking when you met me, or?
Nah, you know what I'm saying, when you started.
Shout out to, you know, Spinrilla. Shout out to Dat Piff.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Mixtape Era Boys. I was just crazy because you just lit a light bulb in my head because we were just talking about this yesterday.
Right.
I was like, yo, the people who hear me now, they not gonna remember like I'll give you the name of the album, Cat Named Big Bird. But for the people who knows the story of Cat Named Big Bird, like you're gonna have two sets of people. You're gonna have the fans who are in the streaming age, and they're gonna get the album, and they're gonna be like, okay, this is a dope sounding album, very creative.
Right.
But for the people who remember the mixtapes, they're gonna be like, yo, this is the fifth one. Yo, we on Cat Named Big Bird 5. You feel me? So like,
So you got your own trilogy, basically.
yeah, I started that series back in college when I got the Fable State. I battled Mr. FSU at the time. It's a man's name E.T. Shout out to E.T. by the way. And that kind of catapulted my like, I would say my stock in Fayetteville. So I worked on an album inside my dorm with my mans, and you know, just in old fashioned, you'll cut an album, but you'll cut it on other instrumentals. It'll be a blend of your songs, other stuff, and you just drop it on that piff. It was called A Cat Named Big Bird.
Right.
I put it out, went to class, went to lunch, came back to check that piff. We was already at like 1,500 downloads.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, you feel me? So like,
So you sitting back like, yo, I done did something. You know what I'm saying?
and so I had to give him another one. And then what happened is just like A Cat Named Big Bird end up telling that story for that time period. So number one was like, okay, and it sounds like that too. One day I'm gonna throw you the archive because I got it all in my drive. Like the first one sound like somebody who not just now starting, but just now telling people, yo, I'm here. I'm the, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be the best, so it sounded like that. Like I had the unique flows, and then life hit you, you know. So like then you fall in love with shorty, you know what I'm saying? You get distracted from your goal, and then your music changed because, you know what I'm saying, everybody know after love come the heartbreak.
Right.
So then you getting your Drake bag, you feel me? Like you sitting in the dark you writing them the melodies and John. And so then that's when I was like, okay, one half of me is a heavy spitter. The other half, I could really write these like intricate songs. I need to combine that going forward into something that's me, and that's how we end up making what we got now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a perfect blend of like R&B, hip hop, got like gospel inspired, because like I grew up listening to really good singers and I wasn't that person. You know how that is. Like you could sing with the choir, but
you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of a shower singer myself. You know what I'm saying?
I heard you put out. I think I heard you put out a joint. I really like that joint.
I put out one with Chili, Too Cold. Shout out to Chili, man. He's really, you know what I'm saying, trying to get me to come out back doing music, man. But like I say, the music scene here in Fayetteville is really, really tough, and you know that criticism, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to it, people doing music, and if it's not their cup of tea, they have a lot of opinions about people's stuff. So how do you stay in that mode, that ready mode of making your own style of music and not really caring about what people think?
You're gonna hear 1,000, maybe 2,000 no's. My mama always told me that. She said she always used to tell me the problem with art is that it's subjective, and people don't really get it till you going. So when she used to tell me that, and I heard that, what I got from it is somebody gonna like it, you know. And I always think that like, if I keep doing me the way that I do me, nobody else can do it like that. You might could do something similar, but nobody can do you better than you.
Facts.
So if the hardest thing to do is to ignore the naysayers. But that's why I tell people, you have to actually like the stuff that you're doing. You know, don't fall in with the crowd. Go with the themes that's going on and the contemporary music. Just focus on making the best piece of like media or the best piece of like art that you can make, and that's going to take, because it's authentic it's got feeling in it. That's what a lot of stuff is missing. That's why people, and you gotta set, the last thing I would say on that is, yo, nobody going, like, every day you wake up, you got a chance to make somebody else a believer. But it start with you believing that you even have that ability.
Okay. So from New York to North Carolina, man, what are, some of the people that you can give, thanks to for making you the person who you are today?
Gotcha. We'll start mainstream first. Shout out Ja Rule, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Ja Rule, shout out, Busta Rhymes, like I said. Shout out T-La Rock, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know, one of the pioneers. Shout out him. I just had a lovely conversation with him not too long ago, so that's beautiful. Shout out to and locally, I love to go local, you feel me? Because, and let's not make it seem like local not a term, because we just here, you feel me? If I was in New York, that'd be local to me. Local, bro, shout out to all the underground people that's on the ground making it work. So the people that, if it wasn't for people like, well, I know you brought up West, you brought Daryl D. Walt, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Chili Too Cold, in Greensboro, this guy named Leo Legend, you know what I'm saying? Jimmy Neutron. If it ain't for like all these dope artists that you see on the circuit, formerly known as the Fat Boy, but Chris Gristle, you know what I'm saying? Another Greensboro artist, amazing spitter, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for these people at each point in my life where I felt like I couldn't do it, I've seen them in their element doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like Pokemon, when you go to different gym leaders and you get to see they special sauce. Like, I come out here. I remember the first time I came back out here, not Patty's, but I did something right down the street, and
what is that, Bruce Bar and Grill?
I first time I seen Chili, you feel me? And like, it was Chili. It was another
shout out Hood the Mayor for the Iron Mike.
The Iron Mike. It was another young lady that was out there, heavy set lady, but she's a monster.
Big Woe.
I think so, on the stage. She a monster.
Yeah. That's another one. Big Woe. She's the most slept on when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, female artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been around her, knowing what she does. You know what I'm saying? This woman is on a mission for everything that she has been doing, and I don't understand why people don't just cling to her. You know what I'm saying?
Aura. That aura.
It's just so much about. I can go on and on about what she does, man, because she's helped me along in my career and gave me so many chances and spots and stuff in her doings and events and stuff like that. But shout out to Big Woe, man. Forever in the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm forever grateful for what she does.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's always gonna be somebody that the viewer may not know, you feel me, that's super impactful in the things that you do, you feel me? And this is a blessing to come out, and as an artist, I think that's the most important part, is to soak in the experience. You go to different places and you get to see people rock, you know what I'm saying? Like, you a guest in a city, you get to see them rock out in a city in their natural habitat. You may not get to experience that when the artist is so comfortable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I love coming out to everybody else's city and seeing that. I love going home and seeing the different sauce that they got out there too. Granted, it's a little rough around the edges. The music is getting a little, but I love, that's what pushed me to keep going. You feel me? Because like, it's always something new coming out. Whether I like it, whether it's my cup of tea or not, it's always something new coming out. And I listen to everything, so.
I mean, and it shows throughout your music, you know what I'm saying? You seem like that type of person that won't be like, well, let me dip my feet in this thing real quick and see what I can do here.
Yeah, let's try it.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just try it. I think that's what music is missing, is that some people are afraid to just dance on the wild side of what music is, you know what I'm saying? And when you listen to Justyn Timez music, it's like, it takes you to a place like, dang, he does rock and roll, he does, you know what I'm saying, R&B, because that's why I was looking at. I was like, bro, like, I had to go back and listen to some of it and relive when I was in Patty's, and I was like, bro, this man is on to something. And that's why I said when I wanted to make music, it was just time for me to just step back and understand that I don't fit in certain places. I got to make my own space and let people believe in me.
But that when you make that space and you carve it out, you be surprised how many people just fill up that trench that you just opened up.
Right.
Because they was waiting on something that they could connect to too. A lot of people, we are living in the experience of the now, which I mean is like, usually what happens is you'll grow up liking something or feeling like something is cool to you, but you shelter it, you know what I'm saying? And we're living in the experience of right now where the things that, at least speaking for myself, the things that I grew up like liking and enjoying, and people wasn't too like fond of it then, it's all I see now. Comics, comic books, and anime,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So everything that I grew up, you know what I'm saying, liking, and before you used to have to be like, yo, you watch it, you know what I'm saying? But when you talk about it amongst people that, oh, that's lame, or that's Megan Thee Stallion making music about it. So you'll be surprised what's your, like, the things that you like, how many other people like that as well. But you're not gonna know because you're just quiet about it.
Yeah, you can't. I would say, I tell everybody, man, don't sit on the music. Everybody's like, man, I'm gonna put this on the project, I'm gonna put that on the project, and people get mad at me when I put out my content like every day, but I'm like, I sit on so much stuff. I got stuff that is back from like 6 months, so I'm like, I don't want to continuously sit on stuff, because then when it piles up on me, then I got new stuff I want to put out. I can't put the new stuff out.
I'm envious of a daily content creator. I look at pages like that and be like, because I know the amount of work that goes into like having just one video, and then so if you're doing it every day, if I come to your page, and that's me as a consumer, if I like your stuff, I'll come watch all your videos that day, and then come back the next day to see if it's something else. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And when it's something else, I'm like, oh yeah, he on his work.
Yeah, so it's not just a process, it's just mentally and physically, if we could do the work. And some days we have them days where we don't even touch a soul of a video for at least, like, 48 hours, and then the next day it'll be like, people get not sick of it, but people inbox me and they be like, dang, do you got any more that you're gonna drop? Yes. So this is what us creators do, is be out here creating, talking to people, make people look at us as, something that they can go ahead and just vibe with, or can get aboard with. Hey, I might need your work one day, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say to you, continue on being you, because there is a endless road of where you're going to go to with it, and people are going to gravitate towards you any and every day for what you do, so not just for that, but people can't tell you what to do with your music. So my thing is the difficult time of making or coming out with your music. Like, was you in a space where it was just like, oh man, I don't know if they're gonna feel this, or was you worried about that, or have you ever been in that stage?
Yeah, of course. Everything born out of necessity. So
okay,
that's how I kind of live my life. So the videos I make was born out of necessity and not having a camera, but needing to put content out and be seen. So everything born out of necessity. So when it comes to like people like not liking it, so I rap. I'm a rapper. I'm a rapper's rapper. So like your favorite rapper, maybe like I'm his favorite rapper. But that doesn't always translate to commercial success or everyday fans, especially as music changes and the ear for music goes in a different direction. So what used to be what used to be like, oh yeah, that's a fire flow. Oh, he's spitting. Now it's like, oh, this is boring. This is, you know what I'm saying. So there was a time period where you're like, yo, is this even for me anymore? Because like I feel like I done aged out of what's going on. At least what I like and what I produce, I'm hearing it less. You know what I'm saying, from other avenues. And yeah, that was a big stumble for me. Before I even, so like like as an artist, you're searching for that one. You know, that one that validates you. That's like, okay, that you can always pull it out of your Bluetooth if somebody want to hear something. The problem with that is like sometimes you feel like, dang, bro, I don't got another one in the chamber with music keep changing. And that's how I felt. You know, I felt like, well, maybe I need to go back to battle rap, or I still want to rap, but maybe I need to change the scene, because where I'm trying to go with it, it seemed like that opening has passed me, you know. But you gotta like, I don't know how to say it. You get that spark in you that you just don't want to not succeed. You gotta want to not succeed more than you, but you gotta want to succeed more than you want, like more than you fail. Meaning that like, okay, I'm gonna take some losses coming in here, but if every time I go to a show, if some one person come up to me, that's a successful show. That's how I gotta look at it. That's how I gotta make my mindset so that I can keep going.
Heck yeah. Hey man, I respect it. Look, having your own lane is the biggest thing in life, man, because we can get caught up in the undertow of others. You know what I'm saying? And it's no diss to nobody, but it happens to all of us because we want to be accepted. We want to be, you know what I'm saying, on the higher level of everybody else. But to sit here and have our own, you know what I'm saying, sit back and people be like, yo, I kind of like what he's doing, you know what I'm saying? So people can hit that bend and then come back around and then come back into your lane. So I understand, man, like, and when I look at your page and, you know what I'm saying, look at your movement and stuff like that, I'm like, yo, people like, he looks weird, but at the same time, they don't understand.
Yeah, it's purposeful.
You know what I'm saying? The whole thing.
It's purposeful.
Hey.
I developed this imagery on purpose because it's the shock value that gets them to like listen. Okay, but of course I'm just a weird person in totality. But so like I throw the nose rings and I had the locks, long locks down to my back. I decided to change it up, but I wanted to keep two of them as an homage to my locks that I had. So that just became my new style. Dope little shades. I don't have them right now, but I wear them every time I perform. So this, like little items that I put on, that's the branding. That's how people gonna remember you. Like, what's the first thing you saw? I didn't remember you with a seat without your shades.
Yeah, I was looking for. I was like,
that's how they gonna remember you. So just little stuff that you do to like add your watermark on your stuff is what I say. I tell people it's a little seasoning. You throw a little seasoning on it, they gonna bite it and they gonna remember. Oh yeah, this was something different.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some people like that Sazon and stuff like that, you know, something like that paprika,
yes,
but
sir.
you know what I'm saying, you got to bring them back to that southern home cooking, that gumbo, you know what I'm saying, that you can go ahead and actually let people know like, hey, I am, you know what I'm saying, what y'all need to be listening to. God. You know what I'm saying? There's no diss to nobody, you know what I'm saying? We out here making it happen, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day.
Timeless music.
Wow, talk about it. Timeless music is what is needed, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, we have that pop right now music, we have that drill music right now, but that timeless music, something that you can go ahead and just put on repeat and don't have to skip, you know what I'm saying? And I know that's some of your stuff that you have right now. So, Cat Named Big Bird 5, that's what you said that's coming out?
Yeah, so it's going to be called Cat Named Big Bird, but it's technically Cat Named Big Bird 5.
Okay, got you. Give us, you know what I'm saying, 3 songs on there that you are, you know what I'm saying, that's your baby on that one there.
So on Cat Named Big Bird, the album, the songs that I'm really interested in, like, of course, I have Right Here. That's my brainchild. It's my baby. It's like it's the song that lets people know that I'm coming. You know, it's straight to the point. Yo, I'm right here. It took some time. I had to fight, but I'm right here. So you already know how I'm coming on that song. So it's like and that song is the one that changed a lot of stuff for me.
You got a couple of bars from that song, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, I said, what? I'm cool cause I did it right. They told me finish that. The food only bones now. I had to get it back. The jewels in the sun now. You can't diminish that. Cause truth told, them niggas fool's gold, and I ain't into that. Pulling up a couple seats, won't make another me. Drinks in a couple leaves. Yo, that's enough for me.
Hey man, look, you know what I'm saying? When people that's what gets me excited was when people can just come off the head like that and remember their lyrics. And that's the number one thing. You know what I'm saying? When you're out here and people are like, hey man, give me a couple bars from that song. How did you practice, or how did you know what I'm saying, get your remembrance?
I come from a battle rap background, so
okay.
So I make a verse. I make two types of verses. Could be the same verse, but let's say right here, if I'm like that song can be performed as a song, but I can also take portions of that song and perform it without the beat. You know what I'm saying? A cappella, slow it down so they hear certain bars. So when I craft it like that, it's slower, so I already can remember the next lines. So I kind of work my verses like that, and then I work them into the songs rather than work them into the song then try to remember them. It's kind of not really complicated. Think of it like if all you gotta do is remember a hot 16. Your hottest 16. You know the game. Every time he spit is that red rose, white ceiling. It's his hot 16. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
If all you gotta do is remember your hot 16. Every time you create a 16, just remember, like, start with the first couple bars. Just remember that, and you good. Anytime somebody asks me to rap, I have, like, just out of nowhere, I have 2 or 3 fire flows that I could spit that has the oohs, the ahs. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I'm saying is always be ready. You should have two or 3 flows with you, because they might ask you to rap again. You know, might be in a situation where it's two or 3 rappers and he went, but now it's your turn again. Right. You don't want to run out of ammo.
Nah, hey, look, y'all, your clip always got to be ready. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what he's saying, man. Stay ready, and where you don't have to get ready. And T.I. said it the best. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, man, you've been out here just, you know what I'm saying, soul searching for, you know, people and your audience and stuff like that, man. What does music really do for you, man? Where does it settle in your spirit at?
I appreciate these questions, man. They really be making me think. Shout out to you, first of all, cause I hate interviews where it's the same questions, like, and I get into a like archaic kind of flow.
Nah.
But man, I was doing this for free, so that'll give you the insight of what it meant to me, like and what it means to me. I still do it for free at times. I get up after work. After working a long shift, I get on my computer, go to my mic, and that's fun to me. It's like playing a video game. So I can't imagine, like, this is therapy to me. But more than therapy, it's ingrained in my everyday. So music is a part of my. I couldn't imagine not having some type of musical element going on in my life, because it's just a part of my everyday. Even if I wasn't the sole like crafter of the song, I'm listening to my homies' music. I'm critiquing from a fan standpoint, but also another artist. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I like that song, but you know the bars in the second could have been a little. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm always looking at music. You know what I'm saying? It's not just hip hop. It's, you know, I'm looking at the next sound that catch my ear. It could be a guitarist. It could be like what I call like a tripster. It's like one of them trippy shorties. It don't matter, but that's what keep me going, is because I'm my happiest when music is around. So that's what it is for me.
Right. Hey, therapy, you know what I'm saying? Everybody does it, you know what I'm saying, different. You know, and like you said, and that was dope because I never heard anybody say that, you know what I'm saying, they treat it like a video game. You know what I'm saying? It's something that they love to do. You know, they always say, yeah, I love to do this, but to reference it to a video game, that's dope. Like, you like, yeah, I'm just going to put these 2 quarters in here and I'm going to see how far these lives are going to take
Come
me.
on. And
You know what I'm saying?
you know how you get in a video game and you could just be in it for hours, and you look up, time just escaped you because you was in a whole nother world. That's kind of what music is to me. Like when I'm around music, I'm in a whole nother world.
Right.
Like it's the same, but it's different. You know, everything vibrant. You know, everything has its own bless you. Everything got its own beat and its own like vibration. So it's like if you, the way I can code it is like the Matrix. You feel me? Everybody Matrix is different, but it's designed to keep you there. Music is designed to keep me here.
Right.
Without it, it would be no reason for me to be here.
Man, look, you know what I'm saying, finding a reason for you to be here, understanding that, you know what I'm saying, your impact is what it is, you know what I'm saying, and not changing it up, but finding ways to take away from life and put it in just to keep yourself charged with everything that you're doing, man. Hey, that is freaking dope. Like, and that's what I do, you know what I'm saying, the controversy, you know, the fuel that I need from people that saying that, you know, hey, you're not gonna get this, you're not gonna get that. And my only saying to people when I say that, or when they say it to me, is that I'll be right back, because I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you, you know. And I know you do that too. You show people, you know what I'm saying, the doubters, the non-believers of what you're doing. And I know that's when you were coming up, you know what I'm saying, and now, you know what I'm saying, people still sprinkle that on you and stuff like that. Oh, we don't, you know, like this, we don't like that. I'll be right back. You know what I'm saying? And you go back into your cooking stage.
I grew up on the Biggie, I grew up on the Jay.
Right.
I grew up on the Nas. So I grew up on the people having to show you better than they could tell you, you feel me? But I also grew up on them people that could talk that, you know what I'm saying, talk that talk. So I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do you, and I'm going to go do it to you. You feel me? Like, that's the that's the difference. You know, it's a lot of people that's going, all right. Nah, I'm going to tell you right now, the step-by-step of what's going to happen, and I'll be back. You feel me? And I'm going to come back with what I told you I'm going to have. You feel me? And then we'll discuss it then. I hope you prepared. Like, I hope you prepared. When you open that door, especially as a rapper, ooh, I love it. When you open that door, they be like, here's one tidbit for you. I love when they call me like, oh, he's a singer. Like, try to invalidate my raps because I make a lot of singing blended music. Ooh, I love it. Come on, open that door. Cause I really be waiting to like show off my lyrical prowess, because you don't really get to do it as much anymore. Just in the way that the world is going, the way music is going, easier on the ears. They don't really want to hear you rap for 3 minutes. But boy, if you open that cage, I'll give you a little 8 minutes, 9 minutes straight.
So
it's gonna be fire too.
Look, anytime a person puts your back against the wall and you got to come out, you know what I'm saying, like a boxer swinging, you know what I'm saying, you got to show your teeth every time. You got to show, you know what I'm saying, what you're doing. You got to show that you are really doing this. You know what I'm saying, letting people know, like, hey, like, I see what y'all saying and I hear what y'all saying, but nothing over here moves me. You know what I'm saying? None of y'all stuff move me at all. My movement is still going to be what it is. I'm going to just strengthen what I'm doing every day. So if you see a video here, if you see a new track here, just know that behind everything that I'm doing is going to be fire.
This is so crazy. Like, I'm looking around, and I remember shooting one of my first videos ever, like, down there.
Right.
Like, and I didn't even notice it because of how much the scenery
has changed
in this area. I'm looking around like, I know this, and I'm like, It's right there. It's right there. We was like on a side block, like kind of on the side of a building, and it's just like we recorded it. Man,
So, you know, being able to just reminisce, you know what I'm saying, on times and stuff like that, man. You know, the support system that you do have, you know what I'm saying, how big is that in your movement, man?
it's everything to me. I can't speak to it enough. Like even right now, we having this sit down talk, and my manager is sitting out there, which she could have came over here. She could have came over here a while ago. That was just, I'm sorry, y'all. That was just me giving her the cue. But yeah, even now, my manager, she makes sure that I'm where I need to be. She's always present, always taking notes, always telling me what I need to do next.
Right.
My label always pushing me. I'm a person that will get caught up in time, and I will like. Now I wouldn't say procrastinate, but part of being like really talented is like you, and I don't know if it's just me, but we wait to the last second to have
do
that
things.
spark of like creativity, and then you gotta cram all of it into that certain like couple hours. They're good with reeling me in and being like, yo, I need this on this date. I need you to be here on this date. We got this we doing, we got this we doing. And without that structure, I don't know if we would be sitting down having this conversation.
Right.
Because they push me to want to do better for like not just the music, but the overall brand. You know, they give me ideas, and they make sure that, and they be the main ones when I'm having a show or something. They're in attendance. You know, they make sure that other people in attendance. They make sure they sharing my content, stuff that like as a like nonchalant content creator, I really need that because I don't have the capacity to make a video every day. You know what I'm saying? Or so just to have that team that takes my music and they put pictures behind it or put a video behind it, and that's content. Yo, that's amazing. I know you understand that, like having a, you know, somebody who I see you do a lot of your own work, and you set up and you crack, you know how long it takes.
Yeah.
So just to have somebody take at least some of the burden off or some of the responsibility, it means the world.
Shout out to my brother True Heart Drew, man. True Heart Drew Productions. Whenever he got time and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, he'll pull me to the side and be like, you know, what you got going on?
Okay.
I can take like 1 or 2, maybe 3 videos off of you and help that. And just, you know, having that, you know what I'm saying, somebody that's gonna be there for you when they have time to, you know. But knowing that you have to take most of the burden and most of the hits and stuff like that. You know, people try to give me deadlines and stuff on what they need going out, you know what I'm saying, paid gigs and stuff like that. I try to go ahead and put them at the top of the list and go ahead and get them out there so people won't be, you know what I'm saying, waiting on it. But, you know, there's some stuff that I have been sitting on for about a couple months that I need to go ahead and just tear the plastic off again and, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and dig in there and get stuff out so people can go ahead and see their interviews and stuff. But like I said, it'd be just that, like you say, you don't have that willing spirit or just that drive and stuff like that, you know. But I have people say that they love my stuff, and I have my brothers that call me and give me that inspiration talk like, yo, you've been doing this for so long, we need you to, you know what I'm saying, keep on going. I know how hard it is.
Sir.
So
them diamonds right there, you know, you could stop right now and go home, and the next man come where you done carved your you know what I'm saying, your lane, and he come strike one time and all them diamonds come.
yeah,
And now you wondering why you gave up, you know what? And to me that's the biggest thing. I never want to lament or have regret for not chasing something that I feel like belongs to me.
hey, it's never a chase. And I took that a couple of, like last year, you know, I was just like, look, you know, I put everything in your hands, Lord. We're gonna go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, keep on working. And as I got away from chasing the crowds and the groups that I wanted to be in and stuff like that, it was just like doors started to open up. People
Yes,
started to see
sir.
me, you know. So it wasn't like I was stressed out about most of the stuff. I was more in tune with myself, understanding that, you know what I'm saying, my work is great, you know, and I just don't do just one thing. I do multiple things.
Yeah. Hey, it's when you multiple hat man, it's just a burden for sure when you got it when you juggling it.
Right.
But it's this the best burden to have. You know, the best burden to have is to be multi talented. You know, having so many different distinct avenues that you pushing things out to, because like you never know which one's gonna bear fruit. You know, and as long as you authentically doing everything, you're gonna be in the right place at the right time to meet exactly who you need to meet to push yourself forward. You
Right.
know, and you meeting them is not gonna be it's gonna be a blessing to you, but it's also gonna be a blessing to them at that time. You're like when it works properly, you're gonna meet the right person at the time that they need you, and at the time when you need them. That's how it works. That's how I feel like God be sending. Sometimes not paying attention here to throw a rock at me like doo. I
Like,
turn around and it's somebody that I need to meet, and right now I don't know this person, but we have a conversation. I find out, oh, hey yo, I do beats, so I do videographer work, and you know what I'm saying, I actually heard about your stuff, you know what I'm saying, I want to work, and boom, you like, yo, where is this person come from? How did we even, you know what I'm saying? But that's God. That's you being prepared, you being ready, and God sending that next step to you because you already checked off your requirements.
yeah, that's why I was saying I got into the mind space of where it was like I didn't feel like nobody was looking, but if I go out somewhere or like Mr. Wesley will come and get me and we'll do stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was more of the fact of I know my work is working, you
Yep.
know, and I'm out in spaces and, you know, shout out to Miss Dominique of, you know what I'm saying, Rock 103.3.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she does a lot of you know, sending me messages and encourage and stuff like that. So it's just not me looking at myself, is other people noticing that like you're a very big staple in this community.
Yeah, and the small wins, bro. Remember where you came from, in them times where you apathetic or you like unsure. It's the small wins that's gonna keep you going. So
Facts.
remember when I like to say, I remember when nobody was listening. So if I got 4 listeners, I'm excited. I want to cater to them 4 people. I want to provide them a personal like listening experience, because they're the people that's paying attention to me. You know, I can't think about the thousands and the millions of people who ain't saw me yet. What about the people that's looking at me right now? I got to give them my direct attention. Got to look at them in their eyes, you know what I'm saying, and smile and make sure that they connect with me as a person first. You know what I'm saying? The artist's gonna come second. If they buy into what you selling, period, whether it's your authentic self, that's gonna get you to the next step. And like you said, you go outside, you hear people give you confirmation of you doing the right thing. I was just at the bar last night, and bro came up to me like, yo, I be seeing your stuff on Facebook. I be seeing you rapping and doing your stuff, and I'm like, yo, that's what you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely, because I'm thinking that it's hitting such a small market of viewership, and there's people that I don't even know that's paying attention, and they sharing it with their friends and different things. So you go outside now, people recognizing you, that's the validation that you're doing something right, you know what I'm saying?
I got you, man. Hey, let me ask you this too. Who is Justyn Timez, man? Like, if you can put it in a nutshell, who is that artist, that solid person, you know what I'm saying, that people really need to know who he is?
Justyn Timez, you know, I crafted my name on purpose because I wanted people to know that, like, you can't escape times. I'm gonna be everywhere. I'm I'm forever. You know, say forevermore. That's how I like to brand myself. Who Justyn Timez is. Oh, I'm a regular guy. I'm also a superhero. You know what I'm saying? I'm also I'm also a mathematician. I'm also like I'm all of these things wrapped up into what you think is an artist, but really I'm a magician. So like you see me as a musician and an artist, but really what I'm doing is I'm just whispering you away. You ever heard of the? Nah, that's not a good. Matter of fact, now that I just thought of it, it's not a good reference. You know what I'm saying? So a guy that plays the flute. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of like you hear the music and you kind of like dance around with him. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give you the name because it's not a good thing. The Pied Piper is. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to say that I'm the Pied Piper.
Wait a minute. He don't want to reference himself to R. Kelly.
Nah, not at all. You feel me? But
he said, "I don't want to be canceled, Mama. I don't want to do it."
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, don't.
I like to say I'm like, but in all seriousness, I'm a variety pack. You feel me? Like,
right.
Like, so when you get your bag of chips, it's gonna be something in there for everybody.
Got you. That variety pack be hitting though. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, you know, we didn't have that many flavors. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had the Dorito packs and stuff like that. We had the onions you know what I'm saying, barbecue chips. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff like that.
At the end of the box, you got all the Fritos and the and the plain potato chips in there.
Ooh, everybody done skipped over them. But hey, look, I would rather be plain than to go out here and mix the wrong sauce on myself. You know what I'm saying?
I like how you put that. That makes sense.
If I could go out here and mix my own sauce up and, you know, be who I am and then drizzle it on, you know what I'm saying, the stuff that I'm doing.
Okay.
Then people can get the taste of who I am. Gucci said it best. You know what I'm saying? You can get lost in other people's sauce. I think that's how he said it. But if you have your own sauce, people can understand who you are. I don't quote me on it, but you know.
Yo, shout out Gucci, man.
You know,
like,
hey,
man, quotes will come from anybody, man. Like quotes will come from anybody, and they be so philosophical, bro. That made so much sense. Like especially when you just said, I like to, you know, be plain, and I don't mind being plain, but I got the different sauce on it. Like, I really like that. Hey, if you hear that again, I'm gonna shout you out. I'm like, yeah. But if you hear it again, just know that tickled my ear a different way. I was like, I need to remember that. You
yes,
know
sir.
What I'm saying? I like them little slick talk, like little terminology, like those little theme terminology joints. Like I grew up hearing stuff like that, so whenever I hear somebody say like a little short parable, it sounds dope. I'll be like, yeah, that might be something I could vibe with and get my wording around. You know what I'm saying? So. Because I also like to think that I have my own vernacular. That was what makes me a little special.
Right.
So I make up words. Use words from yesteryear. You know what I'm saying? That's why I refer to myself as a cat named Big Bird. Because I like to believe that I'm a cool cat that's fly. You know, he a fly cat. Oh, you know, back in the day, be like, yo, that cat fly right there. So cat named Big Bird. You know what I'm saying? That cat fly.
But that's a true, you know what I'm saying, name to have. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, dang, you know what I'm saying, he's putting Sesame Street together, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, just a regular cat. So I mean, it's just
all the time. When I
cool
was 7,
person.
I had a cat named Big Bird for real. I named it, like my mom let me name him, and I was like, Big Bird, and she was like, she ended up naming the cat Hillary, but like, come on, like what type of name is Hillary for a cat?
So, gotta look at the surroundings, Mom.
Yeah, so it was an orange cat. I just thought when I seen it, I was like, yeah, it's big. This Big Bird.
Gotcha.
You should call Big Bird all the time, man. So when, like, I thought that was a dope thing to like keep with me and bring in. So that's like, I started branding myself around the cat named Big Bird because it does sound weird. It hits your ear weird, but also kind of get you interested.
I got you. Hey, man, like I said, if you could give a young person some game to, you know what I'm saying, they want to go ahead and go into the rap game just like you know what I'm saying, what would you say to them, you know what I'm saying, that's positive to keep them pushing?
Youngins out there, you know what I'm saying, YNs and the likes, I'll let y'all know, man. Ain't no time like now. You feel me? We live in a beautiful age where you can do everything yourself from your phone or the comfort of your home. Um, but don't forget, like, in the quest to go ahead and be somebody special. Don't forget what got you to that point.
Right.
So continue to do the things that got you here. You know, you don't get to the fourth quarter and forget the practice. So I would say, if you out here, you on your path and you getting busy, make sure that you remember why you're on that path, even when success start happening, because it's so easy to lose yourself in the success of now. So always remember how you got here and why you're here. That's going to make sure that you stay here for a long time.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, that's true. And like I said, man, I give everybody their flowers on my podcast, man. It's hard being us. It's hard being positive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And from where you got to pull from is everyday life. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say to you, just, man, appreciate it for being you.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it for being, you know what I'm saying, something different. You know what I'm saying? You're not everybody's cup of tea, but you're somebody's cup of tea.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And just making judgment calls on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Not worried about anything. And like you said, you're always locked into yourself and, you know what I'm saying, video games and making it, you know what I'm saying, what you're going to make it at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, man. Can you tell everybody where they can find you at, boss man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, on Instagram, you can find me at its_just_times, times with the Z at the end. On Facebook is Justyn Timez, and you can also find me at Justyn Timez Music on Instagram as well. But it's gonna be Justyn Timez on everything else. You can even Google that, you know what I'm saying, and it'll pop up everything. EPK, all that. If you wanna book me, you know, hit me up. I'm available. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want a sparring session, you know what I'm saying, hit me up. You know, we do solicited boxes for people. So you call me, get on your song, I'll come bring a casket for it.
Oh, shoot.
So holla at me.
Hey, look, a guy that's, you know what I'm saying, in his bag every day, all day, you know what I'm saying, in the kitchen cooking up for himself all day, every day, is a dangerous man. So believe in what you do, show what you do, and stay true to what you do. And that's what Justyn Timez is, man. Hey, man, say, man, it's another great interview. It's another great episode of Muscle Man Podcast, man. Y'all have a great one.
Second guess, 'cause I feel like I'm in